Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you may know, I rented out my stadium right here, the Churchill Stadium, for the European International Championship. As we speak, Toe Tactical is battling it out in the finals. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a look at the battles and we're also going to analyze the whole freaking show. What was amazing, what was great, what was okay, and what needs some improvement. All in all, the show was absolutely amazing. I'm so excited that Pokemon Play is now hosting Pokemon Go Battle League as well. And the hosts were absolutely amazing. They did such a great job carrying on the show. Even at the stale times, they did a good job just carrying it on. So guys, I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. Please let me know what you thought about it, positives and negatives, so we can give a constructive criticism or awesome feedback to Pokemon Play for going forward, how to make it more interactive, how to make it more fun to watch, enjoyable, and basically everything else as a player perspective who participated in the battles, and of course as viewer perspective who were watching the battles. It would be amazing because all in all we have the same goal, to make this the most amazing esports, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get inside and let's analyze everything. Let's go. Alright guys, so let's go over. So first of all, I'm gonna cut in like some scenes from the tournament, the battles, the finals, the bracket, and amongst many other things, so you can see it while we are talking about this. So first of all, the host did absolutely amazing for what they had to work with, right? I was analyzing the comments and I was writing tons of notes. I mean, I got up at 3:45 a.m. Just to able to watch this and come up with a better plan for the next one. I really want to just give good feedback to Pokemon Play, and I hope you guys help me out with that as well, so we can make this the most amazing entertainment show to watch in, I guess the first mobile game as esports, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so the first thing, again, the hosts are amazing. Again, what they had to work with. So what I mean by that is, number one that I missed the most is replay. Do you guys agree? Did you want to see like, oh, what just happened there? Can we replay this? Or even in between the battles, not just the matches, but the battles itself, it would have been absolutely amazing if you could please do a replay so we can see what happened, we can reanalyze it, and the hosts actually have something to talk about in between the battles, or if when they actually talk about it, they can actually see it, maybe, and then pause it, write circle things around it, show the bubbles. Oh, we missed the bubble. There's so many things that could have been done with the replays, but even just the fact that we didn't have a replay, just the general replay and all, nothing else, nothing complicated, just a freaking replay, right? So that would be absolutely amazing if you had the replay. So please, Pokemon Play, have a replay at least for the next one. If you need any graphics, animations, or if you need help with any of that, just reach out. I'm happy to do it for free. Anyways, next. So after the replays, it would be pretty cool in between, right? Now the next thing that I will have to bring up is the 5-minute counter, right? So the 5-minute counter really was a stale moment each time on the stream. There was nothing going on but music and a 5-minute counter, and once the 5-minute counter went down, then they played a small intro skit or showcasing, you know, the hosts, which was fun for the first time. It was fun for the second time. It was even okay for the third time, but after the third time I was like, all right, we got it, this is enough. So what they should have done is, and this is just, you know, to make the show better. I've been in the show business for a while, so just to, and hosted lots of things like this, so, you know, it's just feedback. So what I'm missing really is that they could have played those, there's no problem, but there should have been different variations of it. So it does the same thing over and over and over. I mean, they could have had a different shots, different editing skill, different music, they could have recycled the same thing. It was just lazy, honestly. Like, it was amazing, don't get me wrong, but it could have been 10x, right? Now, the other thing that I would add in is that the timer, right? So instead of the timer, if we would have had the replay, we could have went over the previous matches. Or we could have added in the brackets to talk about the bracket, who is coming up, who we had, and all that kind of stuff, right? And what I would have loved the most is the behind the scenes. I would have loved to see some behind the scenes, walking around, showcase the excitement, the tournament, people around it, even the outside of the arena, go around the stadium, showcase the city, cut in things, you know, go to trainers, interview them, interview the hosts, interview any of the participants, the judges. There could have been so much that could have been done in those 5 minutes each time that we had, between the matches. That would have been amazing. And I almost feel like that the people, I mean the production team realized this by the end of the stream, because they stopped cutting out that 5-minute break because people were just complaining about it. So instead they cut into like another match super quick. So I feel like that they started realizing that 5-minute break in between was a mistake with the countdown. So that's good. So yeah guys, so far what I'm saying is replay would have been awesome. Now the replay, we can go more into detail, like a replay screen when it comes up touchscreen, and we can adjust circle, you know, like ESPN style. That would have been 2 additional awesome things for the next you know, event. Now the other thing is cutting trainer interviews. Trainer interviews would have been absolutely amazing to get to know the trainers who are battling. Or not even the trainers, just like what do you think about the event, what's going on, all that kind of stuff. Behind the scenes would have been awesome, even from just the outside of the stadium, leading up to the event, people traveling from all over the world, just behind the scenes of the actual arena inside, what's going on. Interview again with the trainers, with the hosts, with the judges, with the production team, what was going into it. So many behind the scenes could have been played instead of 5 minutes, right? So that's 5 things we could have replaced the 5-minute timer with. And then of course, the other thing I think what was really missing the show is, besides of course skits, that would have been fun. And in between also just explaining the game, what's going on. There was one really cool skit when it kind of explained it a little bit, but it would have been awesome if there was more of that, you know, just introducing for new players to welcome them in more. But I think one main thing that was really missing, honestly, I really think let me know guys, what do you guys think? A main host. I really think a main host could have taken this to the next freaking level. So nothing is wrong with, of course, the 4 amazing shoutcasters, but it was odd because we were just cutting into these between scenes, empty scenes, countdown timers, and in between the people, right? Instead, a main host should have been hosting this whole thing, who introduces the thing, sets up all the shoutcasters, sets up the judges, the players, the everything, and he connects the scenes. So instead of the countdown, the main host will take over. Main host can go over here, analyze things and everything, right? The main host can talk about the event. The main host can play the skits. The main host can crack jokes. The main host can go back and forth with the shoutcasters, talk to them, throw it back and forth, you know, almost like, hey, oh my God, did you guys see that? Or if the shoutcasters miss something, because it's hard, you know, shoutcasting super quick, they could have missed like a denial, they could have missed a lag, they could have missed so many things they could have missed because they have to talk about it super quick, right? So the jobs of the main host could have been like, oh, I saw that, I'm taking notes, and also he's looking at the chat at the same time so he can address things. So when it's time to cut in for the main host in between the battles and the wait times, the main host takes over and says, man, Zionic, I have a question for you. Did you see that? What just happened there? Man, do you think they should have replayed that, or what's going on here? Maybe I need to reach out to the judges. You know what I mean? There could have been so many of that, or it could have been like the main host walks around and be like, hey, Toe, what do you think about this? Or hey, you, where do you travel from? So it could have been so much missed opportunity with the main host, who could have just, you know, connected basically the battlers, the judges, the scenes. Mainly the scenes, honestly, because it was just weird that we were cutting from one place to another without any connection, right? So that's just some of my feedbacks, guys. Please let me know what you think about it. And of course, I would have loved to edit in the podcast. If I'm there, I would have interviewed every single trainer and the host and all that on this, which I'm still working on, by the way. So don't forget about that, guys. We're gonna play all the podcasts from the participants and of course from the host and the judges. I'm going to interview everybody so we can get more behind the scenes of this tournament. But all in all, guys, it was an absolutely blast, and it was an absolutely amazing tournament that I really enjoyed, and I hope you did the same. And the future looks bright for Pokemon Go and for you guys. I'm out.